Hi everyone, I'm Pat Prokop, and an update to the severe weather threat for Wednesday now, January 25th. This is mid-morning hours at the current time I'm recording this, and there you can see the heaviest activity of thunderstorms is located in the Florida Panhandle right now, approaching the Big Bend with an area of showers and thunderstorms also into central Georgia. However, the strongest activity is right in this area around Appalachia Bay, Florida. Now, let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. And there is a risk for severe thunderstorms in our area of southeastern Georgia and eastern South Carolina for the afternoon hours. The main threat from this will be from wind. The wind threat will be the greatest. We could see winds of damaging velocities, perhaps 50 to 60 miles per hour, associated with some of the thunderstorms that could be passing through the area mid to late afternoon. And there's very little threat for tornado activity and no threat right now for any hail activity. The main threat, though, is for the wind damage in our area. So let's take a look at the current forecast from the Storm Prediction Center. There is a tornado watch in effect for that area of southwest Georgia into the central portions of the Florida Panhandle. So with that being said, let's go to the radar view first of all, and there it is right now. And that tornado watch is in effect until 11 o'clock this morning. And most likely, I would expect in this area here of southeastern Georgia, perhaps the northeastern portions of Florida into eastern South Carolina, will go under a severe thunderstorm watch later this afternoon, actually late this morning or early afternoon into the mid-afternoon hours. Now, this line of thunderstorms is rather intense right now, and there you can see these yellow boxes are severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for those areas. Most of it right at the moment is from I-75 westward, all the way down into the Big Bend, Florida area, where the most severe weather activity is being located right now. So back to the maps and going into the forecast models. There is the high resolution forecast model showing the storms at about 9 o'clock in the morning now, and then as we advance through the afternoon hours, you can see that line progresses eastward, begins to flare up a little bit again during the early afternoon hours. This time right here is at 3 o'clock, mid-afternoon now, and then going into 4 o'clock and then 5 o'clock. There you can see it along the coastal areas of Georgia into South Carolina. And then we go to 6 o'clock and then sunset. Most of the activity is pushed off the coast of Georgia. Still in the Jacksonville area of Florida, some very strong thunderstorms expected then at that time, with residual rains falling across the eastern portions of South Carolina. What about temperatures behind this system? Well, and ahead of it, the temperature is going to be warming into the low to middle 70s with gusty southwesterly to southerly winds. Those winds will be gusting at 25 to 30 miles per hour at times during the afternoon hours in advance of that storm system. And then when the line of thunderstorms passes through, we could see wind gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour possible. Not definite, but just possible strong damaging winds with some of these thunderstorms as they come racing through. And then behind it, the temperature begins to cool off, and by sunrise on Thursday, we'll be down into the lower 40s, and then rising only into the 50s for the day tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, going into right there, Friday morning, we'll be in the upper 20s in some locations far inland to the low to middle 30s along the coastal areas. And then going into Friday, again, only in the 40s and 50s for the highs, and then going down into the 30s to 20s for Friday night. That's Saturday morning. And right here is the sunrise Saturday morning. Now, this model might be overreacting a little bit right now. It has temperatures forecast in the mid-20s. I think it's going to be a little bit warmer than that, but still, it's going to be cold. We could see some freezing temperatures. Basically all areas west of Interstate 95. Coastal areas will be down into the low 30s to upper 20s even possibility. And regardless of these temperatures, there will be widespread frost in the event you have a winter garden going, like I got tomatoes right now, but I can cover them up. So looking at the forecast rain amounts, how much rain expected out of this system? About a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch common. We might see some selected areas getting more than that, perhaps a little bit more than an inch, depending on how the convection or the thunderstorm produces the downpours. There in southern Georgia, Alma, for example, 108, 102 at Baxley for rainfall, 1.16 at Douglas. So you can see in the southwestern counties from Savannah, those rainfall rates will be a little bit higher. And again, you can pick this up on my website, savannahpat.name. There you can see the link to it right here. But anyway, and the forecast temperatures, these might be massaged a little bit, but look, forecast values in the low to middle 30s for Friday morning, upper 20s, lower 30s on Saturday morning. So that will be our coldest period after that. There's Nahunta in the south portion of the region, southwest of Brunswick, 28 degrees when the forecast low is there. So it'd be quite cold. What about Hilton Head area? In the middle 30s there, you can see a little bit warmer with the water temperatures off the coast still in the middle 50s, so that's good for them. Anyway, beyond this system, we're going to see chances for more rain coming in Sunday, and then another one for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So keep those umbrellas handy. A lot of people have been asking me about the comet. This is a picture I took on Monday morning, and actually Tuesday morning, Monday night, Tuesday morning. And this comet is not going to be visible to the unaided eye. You can't see it with the eyes, but you'll need binoculars or a small telescope to view the comet. People have been asking me where to look, and the place to look is, well, toward the North Star, which is what, due north. And so up in the northern sky, that's where the comet will be viewable. Most likely the best time to view it between midnight and sunrise in the morning. That's if you have small binoculars. Now, if you're out in the country away from all city lights and you have super dark skies, you might be able to see it by the end of the month. Well, right now we're more concerned about the weather, and so keep that in mind. And we're going to have that threat for severe weather this afternoon, and with these thunderstorms racing in toward our area. So stay safe, and remember, these storms could produce winds perhaps 50 to 60 miles per hour that could produce some wind damage. So thanks for watching. See you later right here on my YouTube channel, Pat's Weather and Nature page.